But what we do need to get to is a place where we feel like we can start to trust institutions again, where institutions are going to bring justice to us, where something like the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples is going to be operationalized. And so we cannot, say that one solution is going to fix it all. And a lot of the the finance proposals that we have today, like the TFFF, half of some indigenous people support it and some don't. And I think part of it is because of the fear that they will perpetuate mechanisms of debt to indigenous communities, and that forest will be really not preserved but lost. So we have to be super clear, what does this mechanism mean, so that people can start to trust. Imagine if you're in an indigenous community and somebody told you like carbon markets work, but then the forest got destroyed and they planted one species and then the biodiversity was lost. Like, you would start to lose trust. And so what we need is to repair trust. We need to listen deeply, and we need to build collectively. I think we are in a good position. I think this is the COP with the most indigenous presence ever. But what really matters is participation that is meaningful, and that means participation in which people can come into spaces and actually co-create a negotiation text together. Because to having delegates walking in the halls, that's not real inclusion all the time.
At a time that too many people go silent, it's actually important that we have the voices speak out and speak out loudly, driven by morality but also by common sense now. These two are intersecting at a rate that is probably has come to us faster than at any time. In the beginning we had to convince people that there was a problem in the making, but that we had to invest in it. Now I think more and more people understand that actually this is probably the best investment opportunity we have to take care of the challenges now. The economics have changed thanks to technology, thanks to scaling some of the things, thanks to some of the signals from the marketplace. We're probably in a better position to accelerate now and listen to these voices than we've been in any time in this climate movement.
All of us, we need to realize the agency we have to be part of a change that can become self-propelling. Our adoption, including of clean technologies, helps make it cheaper, better, more accessible to the next person, more attractive to adopt, and that can reach a positive tipping point on the mitigation front. We've seen that already for solar energy, and it's happening for electrifying mobility. It needs to happen more widely. But there are, as I touched on earlier, there are positive tipping points to seize in changing our relationship with nature, regenerating our ecosystems, and participating in that, starting the change. You're helping amplify the change. So we should feel that agency. We could take matters to a degree into our own hands, because we're all disillusioned by the top-down governance failures. But for the negotiators, for the nearly 80% of people who live in fossil fuel importing countries, the representatives of those nations find each other, because you're losing money and ruining the planet and yourselves in the bargain. I mean, you've got a whole lot of reasons to club together and form alliances to seize a better future together, and it'll immediately benefit the basics like your balance of trade in your economy, and that gives you the basis to have the resource to do transformative adaptation. So all this stuff fits together in a systems view where we don't need everybody to agree on everything, because they never will, because there are vested interests, and there are the minority who are the fossil fuel exporters, but they're the minority. So it's about a significant fraction of the majority forming the critical mass that will ultimately tip